Why is it important to do 5 minutes of English practice every single day? That sounds like a lot, but if you just do 5 minutes, it's really not. So why is it important? Well, when learning a language, when immersing ourselves in a language, it is important to think and to expose ourselves to that language as much as possible. So it's a lot better to do a little bit of practice every single day than it is to do a lot of practice just on one random day. So we want that regular, constant practice. And that's what we're doing right here, right now. 5 minutes of daily English listening practice with me. These videos are on Facebook, YouTube, and Spotify, so you have no excuses. Today's topic is seasons. So we have 4 seasons. Actually, it depends where you are, doesn't it? In the UK, we have 4 clearly defined seasons. So right now, I am recording this on the 21st of April. So it is spring and we are approaching summer. We are coming up to summer. But right now it is spring. And then after summer, we have autumn before winter. And then back to spring again. And I think everybody has a favorite season. My favorite season is autumn, I think. So just after the summer, when things are starting to go a little bit colder, the days are starting to get a little bit shorter. But here in the UK, the trees turn to a lovely, very orange colour, a lovely, nice autumnal colour. So that is the adjective, autumnal colour. So you have red and orange and yellow, and I think it looks very, very pretty. And it's still kind of warm. It just means summer. It's still kind of warm. The days are an average length. It's not too miserable and cold and grey yet. So that is why I like autumn. I think my favourite month of the year is September, exactly for those reasons. September and the start of October. Now, I said at the start of this video that it depends where you are. And what do I mean about that? Well, in some countries, there aren't really defined seasons. The weather, the climate is pretty constant throughout the year. It's pretty regular. It doesn't change very much. So for example, I was teaching a student that is from Colombia. And she said that where she lives, it is pretty regular. They might have a rainy season where it tends to rain a little bit more, but they don't have clear defined seasons like we do. And often countries will have 2 seasons as well. So they'll have a very strong summer and a strong winter, or a rainy season that is completely different to summer. But they don't really have a spring or an autumn that is kind of like a transition period, a slow transition period between the seasons. And for me, it's kind of weird to think about that. I can't fathom it. I can't imagine it. I think because I am so used to having 4 clearly defined seasons that it's kind of weird for me for the climate to not change throughout the year. And for me personally, I really like having these 4 clearly defined seasons. I think it breaks the year up a little bit. It gives you something to look forward to. Like in spring, I'm looking forward to the sun and spending a lot of time outside in the warmer weather. And then in autumn, I'm looking forward to a cozy, nice, warm inside by the fire, December, with Christmas time, and it's a nice atmosphere. So there's always something to look forward to. But in the UK, I wouldn't say that the seasons are too extreme. I know in places like in some Scandinavian countries, so especially in the north of like Norway and Sweden, their summers are so extreme, like the daylight can last for over 24 hours on some days of the year. And the same with the darkness in winter. I think that is very, very extreme. So in the UK, it is rather mild, I would say. So the opposite of extreme. What is your favourite season and why? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for coming, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow.